Family Fortunes, with the Powell family from Harrow, Rod, Paula, Gary, Helen, and Erica. And from Martha Drayton, the Slater family, John, Sandra, Jim, Jill, and Elizabeth, all here to play Family Fortunes. And among tonight's hidden prizes are a stereo car radio cassette, an electric typewriter, a toy go-kart, a washing machine, a pair of zoom binoculars, a selection of wines, a rotary iron, and a TV computer game. And here is your host, Bob Maghound.
You're very kind. Your welcoming applause is wonderful, but you should save the applause for the end, and that goes for you folks at home in bed, too. Anyway, as always, we put all our questions to 100 people of every kind all over Britain, and we've stored their answers in our computer. The object of our contestants is to come up with answers that match the ones we've already got from the public. And the public doesn't have to give us some funny answers, you know. We asked people in a beauty parlor, what would you do if you were suffering from acne? And one of them said, move to Wandsworth. Well, I know. What Arthur Mullard was doing in a beauty parlor, I will never know. Well, as the man said when he fell into a vat of prune jelly, I'm all set and raring to go, so Bob's your uncle. John, welcome to the show from Market Drayton in Salop. Or do you say Shropshire locally?
Shropshire.
Yeah, you should do. It's a lovely name. What do you do there?
I'm a dairy farmer.
Oh, I've never guessed. A dairy farmer from that part of the world. I live next to a dairy farmer who's going into the Guinness Book of Records in Eggington in Bedfordshire because he has a cow with champion yield. Have you ever had anything like that?
No, not quite like that.
Ah.
No.
He feeds his cow on Guinness, which is supposed to improve it. I believe it does. But I saw her the next morning. She had a terrible hang-under. Would you introduce us to your family?
Yes, certainly. My wife, Sandra.
Hello, Sandra.
Hello.
My brother, Jim.
Hello, Jim.
Jim's wife, Jill.
Hello, Jill.
And my sister, Elizabeth.
This really is a farming family, isn't it? You're a farmer's wife.
Yes.
And you're a farmer.
Yes, that's correct.
And you're a farmer's wife and a farmer's daughter.
Yes.
And you're a farmer's wife as well.
Yes. And daughter.
I was going to say you deserve a pat on the back, but if you go to sleep in a car field, that's the last thing you want. Let's meet the Powell family. Nice to see you, Rod. Now, as you know, the Slaters have come all the way from Market Drayton. Where have you come from?
Harrow.
Harrow. You didn't have too far to come. Right. What do you do?
Electrician.
Oh, I'm no good at that. You've got to give me a few tips for wiring up this computer. I got the wires crossed with our electric blanket in the toaster. Now, every time me and the wife get warmed up, we pop out of bed. Before I pop out of this program, will you introduce me to the rest of your family?
My cousin Paula.
Hello, cousin Paula.
My brother Gary.
Brother Gary.
My sister Helen.
Hello, sister Helen.
And my sister Erica.
Right. And I got a few notes here because, Paula, you're a legal secretary?
Yes, I am.
And Gary, you're an engineer? And into reggae, too, I see. Helen, you're a housewife?
Travel consultant.
Oh, traffic consultant?
No, travel consultant.
A trouble consultant. I may come to you. The whole family needs your help. What do you do, Erica?
I'm a student.
What do you study?
A-levels.
A-levels. What subject?
Human biology and sociology.
Human biology. Like chromosomes and genes? Because female genes aren't the same as male genes, are they? They've got a zipper up the side. I knew that. Let's play on with Family Fortunes. John, Rod, John. And in response to many, many letters, and for the benefit of those at home who are deaf or hard of hearing, the questions that I ask will appear across the bottom of the screen as I ask them. 100 people have been surveyed. The top 6 answers are on our board. 2 hidden prizes up there, too. Hit the button when you're sure you have an answer, gentlemen. Give me the name of any common houseplant. Oh, what a hesitation.
Cactus.
Cactus. If cactus is up there, you'll be smiling. And you're not smiling yet, but cactus? There's a smile. Good. There are more popular answers. 1, 2, 3 more popular answers. No conferring by the families, please, at this stage.
A busy Lizzie.
A busy Lizzie. Lovely name, that, isn't it? Okay, if busy Lizzie's more popular than cactus, you'll have control of the board. Lizzie, are you busy? She is. Wow. She wins your prize, too. You want a stereo radio cassette for your car. Have you got a car? I hope so. Does your family want to play or pass on this one? Consensus of opinion, Paula? You don't care. You don't know one way or the other. Not too sure. Erica, any opinion? You're going to... As Rod is the head of the family. He's decided all on his own to force you to play this question. He doesn't think he's going to come up with names. Okay, Sandra.
Begonia.
Begonia. Any of our 100 people surveyed mention begonias. Your first life lost. Jim, a common houseplant.
African violet.
African violets. That's a surprise to me, too. 2 lives lost over here. Powell family, you should be conferring to come up with a missing answer. Jill?
Spider plant.
Oh, spider plant. Yes, they must have mentioned spiders. Yes, they did. 14 people. We still haven't got the top answer. No conferring, folks. Elizabeth, do you have an answer?
A geranium.
A geranium. Well, is that I suppose it's a houseplant as well as outside. Yes, of course you have to bring it in, keep it warm. Geranium. Yes, it is there. 8 people out of 100. Well done. We still haven't got the top answer, John.
Ivy.
Ivy. Yeah, I remember her well. She crawled up an old monk house. Ivy! She's not there. Rod, has your family decided on an answer?
Yeah. Rubber plants.
Rubber plant. If rubber plant is the missing answer, number 1 or number 6, you get the 53 pounds in the bank. Rubber plant. Yes, top answer. Well played, Rod. Well played, the Powell. What can I tell you, John? It was obvious once you think of it. Yes, but the missing one? What is it, folks? The biggest aspidistra in the world? Yes, you're right. Well, and there's me. I didn't know either. The only rubber plant I know is Dunlop's. Let's play on with family fortunes. Sandra meets Paula. Paula meets Sandra. Hit the button when you're sure you have an answer. 100 people surveyed. Top 8 answers are on the board. Living or dead. Give me the name of a famous Scotsman. A famous Scotsman. Any famous Scotsman, living or dead. And north of the border, they're going wild. Who are these Sassanites? Okay, your 3 seconds are up on that one, ladies. Would you care to retire to your family desk? And would Jim and Gary come forward, please, to take over this question? And I'm going to ask you the question against the pendulum. Who hits that button first? Living or dead, give me the name of a famous Scotsman. It's your light lip.
Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart. We are sailing. We're not sailing. Would you believe it? You got one for me, Gary?
Robbie Burns.
Robbie Burns. The great hero, the great firm. Are you there, wee sleek it, Robbie? Number 1 answer. 51 people out of 100 said Robbie Burns. That wins you a Grand Prix go-kart. Oh, you can reggae with that, man. Okay, it can't be beaten, as you can see. It's the top answer, which gives you the right to play or pass on this question. The Powell family say, wait a minute, we don't want this one. We think the Slater family should have it. Of course, if we have a family from north of the border, they'd answer it like this, but we're asking some folks here from Shropshire, from Harrow, Middlesex, to come up with some famous Scotsmen. When you hear the answers, you will want to kick yourself. I can give you 3 answers. 3 seconds. There they go. Elizabeth?
Andy Stewart.
Andy Stewart, a great entertainer. The White Heather King, Andy Stewart there? Of course he's there. Answer number 6 wins you a front-loaded washing machine.
Thank
You like a front-loading? Great.
Jackie Stewart.
Jackie Stewart. A great Scotsman and a great headline maker, Jackie Stewart. Not mentioned by the public at large. Questioned in England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. A famous Scotsman. And you have lost 2 lives. Lose another, and the chance to steal will go to the Whispering Powells. 3 seconds. Running out of time. Gonna lose that last life? Oh! Have you got an answer for me, Rod?
Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly, the big yin. Billy! Yes. 107,000 years. You realize we're going to get murdered in the Sunday Post and the record absolutely slaughtered. How can the English know little about the Scots? So little. How can we? How dare we? The most popular number 8 answer was John Logie Baird. Number 7, Rob Roy, created by Sir Walter Scott. Number 5, Bonnie Prince Charlie, who hid in the tree and didn't like where the squirrels were storing the nuts for the winter. Number 3, Robert Bruce, who was so patient with the spider. Number 2, Sir Harry Lauder, the great Scots entertainer. And you realize that right now, at this moment, Stanley Baxter is phoning Jimmy Logan and saying, "Did you see that? Can we sue? And will you pay for this phone call?" Let's play on with Family Fortunes. Jill, meet Helen. Helen, meet Jill. Shake hands, ladies. Come out of your corners fighting. Okay, we have 100 people surveyed. Top 5 answers on the board. When you have a tickle in the middle of your back, how do you scratch it?
Back scratcher?
With a back scratcher. That's nice, for scratching your back. Why not a back scratcher? Yes, answer number 4. That's the way some people said. In other words, 8 people out of 100 said they used a back scratcher.
With your hand?
With your hand. Well, why not? The Lord gave it to you. Your hand. Yes, it's a more popular answer. There's 2 more answers to find, 3 more to find. Play or pass? Would your family like it to play? You got to play on this one. They like this one. Has a nice feeling to it. How do you scratch that tickle in the middle of your back? Elizabeth, do you have an answer?
With a towel.
With a towel. Round the back and to and fro. You need both hands for that. With a towel. That's when you get out of the bath. It's a good feeling.
With a knitting needle.
Oh, listen to the ripple of agreement. How many people? I gotta pull it out. The knitting with a knitting needle. Oh, yes, and that was your prize. I never thought I was going to be there. The 5th most popular answer gets you a portable record player. Oh, yes. Sandra.
Get someone else to scratch it for you.
That's a good lady you've got there. That's a happy marriage you've got there. Get someone else to do it for you. It's like when a snake bites you, a poisonous snake bites your bottom. Do you find out who your friends are? Get someone else to do it. Yes! How'd you fancy, while he's scratching your back, you can look at the neighbors through a pair of binoculars with a fitted zoom.
Thank you.
Look at the cows. Count them. Jim, look, we still have the most popular answer up there.
Well, I think by rubbing against the wall, or rubbing against something like that.
Now, this is a farmer talking. He's observed the animals. All those cows. If rubbing yourself against the wall is the missing answer, then you get the value of that answer plus £60 in the bank to bring over to your side for your first cash prize. We're looking for rubbing yourself against the wall. Yeah! Well done. £89. That's good. That's a relief. 89 plays 107. I was in Soho. You know, that's a kind of a dodgy part of London, and I saw one of those little cards in a window. Said, Japanese back scratcher, £3. For 10 quid, I move about a bit. And yes. She said I was lusty. I said, you mean the kind of lust that attracts young women? She said, no, the lust that attacks old cars. What was she trying to tell me? We'll be back after the break with double money on Family Fortunes. Television show.
Tunes number 3, VTR 9046, 1981, Powell, Part 2, Take 1.
Billie Jean King. Go-kart. I haven't seen it. Well, we have we're just discussing the go-kart that Gary won, and stereo cassette player, of course, for Rod for his car, and 107 quid cash, which cannot be removed from the Powell family. The Slaters, over on this side of the set, have won individually a washing machine, portable record player, pair of binoculars with a zoom lens, and £89, thank heaven. Now, what we do here is double up the money. Every one of the pounds that you see up, one behind me, represents one answer. But now each of the answers we got in our survey of 100 people is worth £2. So we'll soon see one of our families go through the 300 barrier and play for £1,500 tonight on Family Fortunes. Okay, who's next? Here comes Elizabeth, and here's Erica. Elizabeth meet Erica, Erica meet Elizabeth. And we have 100 people surveyed. The top 4 answers are on the board, and there's a hidden prize there, too. Name something used for roofing a building. Name it, Erica. Tiles. Yeah, you've been out on them once or twice, surely. Oh, you're too young. The tiles. Oh, yes, top answer. Cannot be beaten. Play or pass? Play or pass, folks? The Powell family is in a state of trepidation and indecision. Play. They want to find this one because there's only 3 more to find. No consultation between each other right now, whereas the Slaters may confer as much as they wish. Rod?
Felt.
Felt. That's the truth. It's up there. And if you can't feel it, it isn't felt. And it wins you an extra prize. What you got there? Oh, that's nice. A selection of French wines and port and sherry. Oh, do you drink?
Not really, but I drink them
Well, you better say you do. Everyone's going to come round to your house in Harrow and say, let's have a party. Name something used for roofing a building.
Wood.
Wood? Well, I suppose so, yes. That's where you get the dry rot from. Wood! No, you've lost a life. Gary.
Zinc.
Zinc.
Corrugated.
Yes, you have that in the kitchen, too. The kitchen zinc? No. Okay. Zinc! 2 lives lost. Slater family start conferring. Something used for roofing a building.
Cement?
Well, I suppose you put a... Yeah, you can put cement. If you want to. You can put anything you like on the building. You can put peanut butter if you want to. Cement! 3 lives lost. It isn't there. If you can give me your missing answer, John. You and your family, have you conferred?
Slate.
Slate. Well, I thought with your name right in front of the Powell family, they might have tried for Slate. Slater family. That's why I said I don't want to give a clue here, because it might not be there, but it might. Can we see slates? Yes, second most popular answer. Wow. £122 in the bank, which means we got the answers from exactly half that number of people. That's revealed the answers that we have. Any idea what number 4 is? What? Thatch. Thatch is a good answer, yes. Number 4. Yeah. You have 211. You have 107. The first family that gets £300 will play for £1,500 tonight on Family Fortunes. John and Rod, you meet again. 100 people surveyed. Top 3 answers are on the board. Give me a word that city dwellers use to describe a country person. What do they call you, John?
Bumpkin.
A bumpkin. We're talking to a Shropshire farmer. He's no bumpkin. Bumpkin, number 1, 92. 46 people gave us that answer. We doubled up for double money, made it a handsome £92. Play or pass? Play. That answer can't be beaten, so it's entirely up to the Slaters. No conferring on this side of the said, of course, Powell family. You can discuss it. But what do city dwellers, what word do they use to describe a country person?
Country yokel.
Country yokel. Did anybody get vocal about yokels? They did! 40 of them said that. 40 people said yokel. We double that up to make £80, put it in the bank, and you've won a rotary iron.
Oh, thank you very
Oh,
much.
not at all. It's not mine.
A country folk.
Country folk. An everyday story of country folk. No, they don't say that. As a country person, Jill, how do you feel you're described by city people? I know how I'd describe you. I'm a city person. Be very flattering. I can give you 3 seconds. Wasn't it hard? Now, you've lost another life there. 2 lives lost. The Powell family are conferring. They want to come up with the expression that they would use. It needn't be disrespectful. Or it might be. I think bumpkin is a bit disrespectful. Yeah. Give you 3 seconds, and then I'm afraid you lose the chance, and the chance to steal the money in the bank, £172, goes to that. I'm afraid you lost the time there. Rod, do you have an answer?
Hillbillies.
Hillbillies. Well, that's certainly a very American term. Let's find out if any of the British public said hillbillies. If they didn't, it's your money, John. You have £383. You're going to play for £1,500. Ah. And the missing answer. Anybody got an idea? Pheasants? Not pheasants. They're peasants. Let's find out. Okay, number 3. Bears, peasants. What do you know? Well, with £383, the Slater family will be playing for £1,500 in just a few seconds. But meantime, I congratulate our friends in the Powell family from Harrow for winning individual prizes of a stereo radio cassette player, a go-kart, I hope it's motorized for you, Gary, and I'm sure it is, and a selection of wines and port and sherry that's going to mean a real party. This photograph of yourselves and the Slaters, of course, for each of you framed, just as the Slater family will receive them individually. Rod, very good to have seen you. Thanks for coming to see us. Bye-bye, Gary, Helen, and Erica. Right, here we go. John, who's going to play for the 1,500?
Jill and myself.
Jill and yourself. John and Jill, front and center, please. Who depends on that card? You going to answer first?
I am.
John, will you go off and wear the headset, please? That way John doesn't know what I'm going to ask Jill and doesn't hear what Jill is going to answer. We've already asked these 5 questions of 100 people nationwide. We've logged all their answers, all their top answers, into our computer. We're going to give Jill 15 seconds to answer these questions. The 15 seconds won't begin to tick off till I've concluded asking the first question. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have 15 seconds on the clock, please? Name something a man wears that begins with the letter S.
Socks.
Name a place where people push and shove.
Blogger.
Name any opera.
Pass.
Name something fish eat.
Insects.
Name something that gets mildewed.
Tomatoes.
Did you say tomatoes?
Yes.
I don't know whether that was in or out. It was a pretty good answer. Here are the answers you gave. First of all, we asked you to name something a man wears that begins with the letter S. You said socks. I so they said 41. 41 out of 100 people said socks when we asked them that question. We asked you to name a place where people push and shove. You said rugger. On the rugger pitch. Our survey said, that's not what the people said when we asked them that question. We said, name any opera, and you took a pass on that one, but while you were thinking, I said, name something fish eat, and you said, insects. Our survey said, 56, very respectable score. We asked you to name something that gets mildewed, right on the 20 seconds, but acceptable. You said, tomatoes. Our survey said, 56. Well, you're over a quarter of the way to the 200. That would mean £1,500 for your family. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You're a lovely lady. Back to your family, if you will, Jill Slater. And let's clear the board, please. Clear the board. The board is clear. Jill, sister-in-law in the Slater family, has 56, leaving, nothing too tough for brother-in-law John to get. Head of the family, he's only going to get 144. It can be done. It can be done. Just give me the top answers and you'll sail through it. Now, we'll remind everyone at home of the answers that Jill gave us. There they are. And they are worth 56 points. It's getting 200. That would mean £1,500, the big money prize for the Slater family. If you repeat any of the questions, any of the answers that Jill gave me, you'll hear this sound, John, and I'll say try again, and you give me a second answer. Okay? That's 20 seconds you get for this, and the 20 seconds won't begin until I've finished asking this first question. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. 20 seconds on the clock, please. Name something a man wears that begins with the letter S.
Socks.
Try again.
Shoes.
Name a place where people push and shove.
In the queue.
Name any opera.
Pass.
Name something fish eat.
Worms.
Name something that gets mildewed.
Roses.
Oh, mine too. Oh. Those are the answers that we got from Jill. You can see Jill gave us socks for a score of 41, which was your immediate thought, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you gave us a good one. We said name something a man wears that begins with the letter S, and you said shoes. Socks was the top answer. Our survey said shirts was the second most popular answer. We said name a place where people push and shove. You said in a queue. Our survey said 10. Sales was the top answer with a score of 32, sales. We said name any opera. Like Jill, you passed on that one. The most popular answer was Carmen with a score of 19. And Madame Butterfly, the second most popular. We said name something fish eat. You said worms. Our survey said 21. Nice. Top answer with a higher score than that was plankton. Goes to show the British public is, you know, things. We said name something that gets mildewed. I can tell you now the top answer was cheese. You said roses. Our survey said 7, a total of 94. We take the 94 pounds. We remind you we've got some smashing individual prizes, and we congratulate you on that. We double the 94 pounds, add it to the 383 pounds you won in the family game, giving you a total family fortune of 571 pounds. Pretty good playing. Well over 100 pounds each, John. Congratulations. Well played. Lovely sound to having you. Thank you for being with us, Jim. Bill, you played well. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Join us next week. Our big money prize will be £2,000. It's got to go. See you next week. Bye.